Estrus synchronization has a number of benefits to the farmer. To start with, it reduces on the days open of each animal, because when you induce the animals, instead of the animals spending longer to conceive or to come and heat, then Estrus synchronization will help those animals actually get bred within a shorter period of time. What I'm saying is the period allowed for these animals to be bred is between 60 to 90 days. There's a tendency of the animals extending beyond that period. So when you induce them, or when you practice Estrus synchronization, then you'll be able to breed your animals within 60 to 90 days. That means at the end of the day, the farmer will be able to have a calf within a period of a year. Then secondly, because these animals are cycling at different times. Cycling at different times, if you didn't use Estrus synchronization, that means that these animals will be bred at different times of the year. Assuming, for example, let's give an example. If one animal got pregnant in January, the other one could get pregnant maybe in March, Feb, and so forth. That means that you're scattering so much the periods under which these animals are giving birth. But with Estrus synchronization, it is possible for you to pull all these animals to be able to conceive within a specified period of time, that is within a month, and then that means they will carry their pregnancies and then give birth at the same time. At the same time means that everything that is provided to the calves is provided within the same amounts. If it is treatment, if it is vaccination, if it is anything to do with their management, because they are of the same age and almost the same weight. Then the other point is, because these animals gave birth at the same time, that means that all these animals are lactating. If you have a batch of animals lactating, that means there is increased or there is aggregated milk production. If an animal is producing an average of 20 liters times the number of animals that you have is the amount of milk you're going to get within a day. And depending on how much you're selling the milk, that will translate in the amount of money you'll be able to collect every day. So in other words, Estrus synchronization helps you to increase on your revenue that you collect on a daily basis, since you have a number of animals milking at the same time. The other point is, there's a tendency of some of our animals to behave as silent breeders. An animal that is a silent breeder is hard to detect whether it is in heat. And because we tend to be impatient at times, we'll find that those kinds of animals are culled off the farm. And yet these could be some of your good animals. So with Estrus synchronization, it helps you actually also breed those kinds of animals that are hard to physically see when they are in heat. So you minimize on unnecessary culling of good animals. Then the other point is, because remember when I talked about animals giving birth at different times of the year, when animals are giving birth at the different times of the year, that means that most of your farm staff are all the time involved in detecting heat. This is so unnecessary and time wasting. But when you do batched breeding, or when you do induced breeding, that means that these animals are going to be bred at the same time, meaning that when they are bred and they get pregnant, then the farm staff will no longer need to be monitoring them for heat detection. So instead of wasting instead of your farm staff wasting that time in detecting heat, then they will efficiently or effectively use it in doing other farm activities. The other point is, because of Estrus synchronization, we expect an overall improvement in reproductive management, because now all the farm animals are being bred at the same time, they conceive at the same time, they give birth at the same time. milk production is done at the same time. So as a whole, you have a better performing herd. Remember, we said as livestock entrepreneurs, it is very important that you maximize returns from your investment. And these are very expensive investments that need to perform optimally every year for the period of time they will be staying at your farm.